Well, you knew he was going to be back sooner or later, right? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. Before I get into this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. So this was the Go Home Raw to Backlash, which will be taking place this weekend. I will be going live immediately following the show to kick back and talk about the show with you guys. But this has really been a strange build for this show, right? Two of the more high-profile matches on the card feature Pat McAfee and Logan Paul, right? Which is a little bit out of the ordinary. I know Logan Paul is somebody who's become more of a regular star. He's been more more full-time than he was previously before. Pat McAfee, I think of more as of a novelty act. Of course, he's wrestled before, but he's not somebody who regularly competes, right? So you got these two guys who are on the card, and you have these two matches that were pretty much intertwined a lot of the night, right? We start off the show with Jey Uso, the World Heavyweight Champion. We have Paul Heyman interrupt him, which these tans that these guys are getting, right? It gets to a point where it's just like, come on. Like, are you trolling us? Because there's no way you can look in the mirror and think to yourself, I look good being this freaking brown, right? It's just unnatural. You know, we see it with Braun Breaker sometimes. We saw it with Adam Cole in AEW. You get all these different jokes and memes popping off online. And you had Paul Heyman coming out looking like a penny. And he basically is able to goat Jey Uso into giving Seth Rollins a World Heavyweight title shot tonight in the main event. And the way that Paul Heyman has really been able to present himself and really carry himself post Roman Reigns has been very interesting to me. We got more of the more brash and ballsy Paul Heyman that we've seen in the last previous years. You know, with him and Roman Reigns, I thought the dynamic that they had for the most part, where Roman really installed a lot of fear in Paul for the majority of their run, was a very interesting take. It was very interesting and very different from the relationship that he had with Brock Lesnar and this relationship that he has with Seth Rollins now. I feel as if they're able to really differentiate it from his previous relationships with Lesnar and Roman Reigns, right? So you have Paul come out and talk about this master plan. Ever since he's aligned himself with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, they feel as if they're like 2 to 4 steps ahead of everybody else. And phase 2 of this plan is to get the world title on Seth Rollins so he can control Raw and have more power, right? So we get this main event between these two guys. It is a very solid match, as solid as you possibly can get when it comes to Jey Uso being in the ring, but it is interrupted by a returning CM Punk. Yes, our straight edge Messiah has made his return to Monday Night Raw. You knew it was going to happen sooner rather than later. He cost Seth Rollins the world title. He came back swinging a chair. All is good with the world. Jey Uso keeps the title. And after that match, we see Jey Uso get cold cocked by Jake Paul, putting more heat for their match on Sunday, right? Now, what's interesting about this pairing with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins and with Braun Breaker is it feels as if it has that evolution vibe. I know everybody's trying to make that comparison, you know, basically with the fact that you have the future in Braun, you got the past kind of in Paul, and you have the present in Seth Rollins. But it's going to be interesting now how they're going to be able to parlay this into more matches with CM Punk, because you know that's what's going to happen. You know it's coming down the pipeline. And it's going to be interesting to how they're going to be able to set up a future match with Roman Reigns due to the fact that Roman Reigns has such a part-time schedule, right? It feels as if we're going to have to wait a while for that to eventually happen, but it feels like we're going to get this proper Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns match sooner rather than later, right? SummerSlam kind of feels like the appropriate place. We've seen these two guys have plenty of matches in the past, but it's been such a long time. And the dynamics between the characters and just the way that Roman Reigns has really been able to reinvent himself has really changed the game up when it comes to that matchup and making it more fresh and more interesting, and the take that they're going to have now when they finally do lock up again, right? I'm liking the way that they're being able to present this group now so far. There has been, conflicting reports that they're good on adding more members. You know, Paul Heyman is kind of talking as if there is more members coming down the pipeline. I think eventually adding a female to the group is something that would work very well. We've heard all these different rumors throughout the years of a Paul Heyman girl eventually coming down the pipeline, but we have yet to see it. I think that the time is coming. Ronda Rousey, I think, would have really benefited from being paired up with Paul Heyman, but we never saw that. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Are you excited for Backlash? Were you excited to see Punk back? It sounds as if, just based off of the fact that we're so close to the main event, not the main event, so close to the show, that they aren't going to add this match between Rollins and Punk to the Backlash card. But with the fact that they have so many different hours of TV time that they need to fill up and only have 5 matches, you're pretty much guaranteed that they're going to have some type of interaction on the show. But let me know what you guys think, right? Did you enjoy this episode of Monday Night Raw? Are you hyped for Backlash? Do you not care? Were you happy to see Punk? Did you not care to see Punk? Let me know in the comment section, guys. And before we get out of here, I just want to give a quick shout out to my New York Knickerbockers for getting a big-time win at the Boston Garden against the Celtics in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Go New York, go New York, go. I am Kevin Zwicker. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe. I'm out.